Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello, history buffs and trivia enthusiasts. I'm Journey Joe Mitchell, and welcome to a special Memorial Day edition of 5 Daily Trivia Questions. On this solemn day, we honor and remember the brave men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice while serving in the United States Armed Forces. Today, we'll be exploring the history and traditions of Memorial Day, as well as some fascinating facts about the U.S. military and the heroes who have served our nation. So let's take a moment to reflect on their courage and dedication as we dive into this Memorial Day trivia. Question 1. Memorial Day, a U.S. federal holiday observed on the last Monday of May, honors the men and women who died while serving in which branch of the U.S. Armed Forces? Question 2. In what year did Memorial Day, originally known as Decoration Day, become an official federal holiday? Question 3. Which U.S. president is credited with delivering one of the most famous Memorial Day speeches, the Gettysburg Address, in 1863? Question 4. What is the name of the National Cemetery, located in Arlington, Virginia, that serves as the final resting place for many of the nation's fallen service members? Question 5. Which iconic American poem written by John McCrae in 1915 is often recited on Memorial Day and features the line, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow"? Take a moment to reflect on these questions and the sacrifices made by our nation's heroes, and I'll be back with the answers and some moving facts about Memorial Day. Welcome back, friends. Let's uncover the answers to our questions and learn more about the history and significance of Memorial Day. Question 1 asked, Memorial Day, a U.S. federal holiday observed on the last Monday of May, honors the men and women who died while serving in which branch of the U.S. Armed Forces? Answer: Memorial Day honors the fallen heroes from all branches of the U.S. military, including the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. The holiday originated in the years following the Civil War as a way to commemorate the Union and Confederate soldiers who died in the conflict. Over time, the observance grew to include all American military personnel who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to their country. Question 2 asked, in what year did Memorial Day, originally known as Decoration Day, become an official federal holiday? Answer: 1971. Although the tradition of honoring fallen soldiers dates back to the Civil War era, Memorial Day did not become an official federal holiday until 1971, when Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act. This law moved the observance of Memorial Day from May 30th to the last Monday in May, creating a 3-day weekend for federal employees. The change was designed to give Americans more time to honor the nation's fallen heroes and to spend time with their families. Question 3 asked, which U.S. president is credited with delivering one of the most famous Memorial Day speeches, the Gettysburg Address, in 1863? Answer: Abraham Lincoln. On November 19, 1863, just a few months after the Battle of Gettysburg, President Abraham Lincoln delivered a short but powerful speech at the dedication of the Soldiers' National Cemetery in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Known as the Gettysburg Address, Lincoln's speech honored the sacrifices of the Union soldiers who fought and died in the battle, while also reaffirming the principles of liberty, equality, and democracy upon which the nation was founded. The speech, which lasted just over 2 minutes, has become one of the most famous and influential pieces of oratory in American history. Question 4 asked, what is the name of the National Cemetery, located in Arlington, Virginia, that serves as the final resting place for many of the nation's fallen service members? Answer: Arlington National Cemetery, established during the Civil War on the grounds of Arlington House, the former estate of Confederate General Robert E. Lee, is the final resting place for more than 400,000 active duty service members, veterans, and their families. The cemetery is known for its rolling hills, pristine white headstones, and solemn ceremonies, including the changing of the guard at the tomb of the unknown soldier. Each year on Memorial Day, the cemetery hosts a wreath-laying ceremony at the tomb, honoring all those who have died in service to the nation. Question 5 asked, Which iconic American poem, written by John McCrae in 1915, is often recited on Memorial Day and features the line, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow"? Answer: In Flanders Fields. Moving fact: In Flanders Fields is a war poem written by Canadian physician and Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae during World War I. The poem, which describes the poppies that grew on the battlefields of Flanders, Belgium, where many soldiers lost their lives, has become a symbol of remembrance for those who have died in military service. The poem's opening lines, "In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row," evoke the sacrifices made by soldiers and the toll of war. The poem's publication in 1915 inspired the use of red poppies as a symbol of remembrance, a tradition that continues to this day. Before we conclude, I want to remind you that portions of this podcast were created with the help of AI to bring you the most engaging and informative content possible. Also, if you're enjoying 5 daily trivia questions and would like to listen without interruptions, consider subscribing to our show on Apple Podcasts. For just $4.99 a month, you can enjoy this and many other shows on the Calaroga Shark Network completely ad-free. Your support helps us continue to create high-quality content for our listeners. Thank you for joining me. I'm Journey Joe Mitchell on this special Memorial Day edition of our Trivia Podcast. As we honor the fallen heroes who have given their lives in service to our nation, let us remember their courage, their sacrifice, and their unwavering commitment to the ideals of freedom and democracy. May we never forget the debt we owe to those who have fought and died for our country, and may we always strive to be worthy of their legacy. To all of our listeners who have served or who have lost loved ones in service, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Happy Memorial Day, and may God bless America.